How's it going, everyone? Looks like I'm live. Anyways, sorry about yesterday. I called the internet company and I'm going to double my download speed. So amazingly enough, I got DSL. And they offer some cable in a different company, but I don't want to go through that hassle. So I just doubled my DSL download speed. 12 megabytes a second. Woo! Got it going on. Anyways, I'll get that changed up so we can do some live videos from now on. Thanks for everybody that signed up with me on Steemit. Like 40 of you did that, and I was like, whoa. But anyways, please follow me over there on Steemit, because what I'm going to do is just stop posting at YouTube and just going live over on Steemit and try to get a little bit better action out of the monetization of the videos. And it should be pretty fun. That way we don't have to do some kind of a subscription and all of this I don't want to deal with. But honestly, I can't continue to do them for free. At one time in my YouTube career, I was making like $600 a month. And it is definitely not that way anymore. It is tough. I mean, their payout is $100. So when you get $100 in your little account as a publisher of ads, they send you a check. Well, I might get a check every 3 months. So it tells you how bad it is over there. And I'm done fighting with them too, so. Anyways, it looks like my internet's all right tonight. We got some retracements going on. The all ebb and flow, the elasticity of price. It looks like the dollar's coming back into a bearish retracement, back into resistance. I don't know how far it's going to get, because it choked, man. It dropped pretty hard. If it gets up to 98.40 back into resistance, that's your best short. So if you're trading futures, let it come back into resistance, allowing the price to fall over. So look for that. That's a daily dollar. S&P looks like we got a bounce. Looks like it opened at. Looks like almost a bullish piercing pattern. That would be odd up in this area. But it opened down, closed all the way in. But the only thing missing is it didn't close 50% of the previous candle, which this could be just a bearish retracement. So watch for that. Momentum lies past 50%. So if this bounce came under, went through, and closed above, then you can say that momentum is intact. But it did not do that. It got rejected by momentum, 50%. See what happened to the VIX. VIX is very interesting to me lately. That was a huge candle. And now I got a falling star coming back in. So let it come back into support, I guess. Looks like we got some turning action in the yen-dollar ratio. We got a reverse head and shoulders. This is the right shoulder. So watch this come down, swing, and pull back in like slingshot action across that 34 again. So look for some action across that 34 on the upside. Dow Jones, same thing for the S&P. Opened down, closed all the way in. Did not close 50%. That is not a bullish piercing pattern. Sorry, I'm just watching my live stream, make sure my face doesn't pop up. So, doing all right, I guess. Another retracement. You can see this one's very clear. It dropped over support lines, and now it's coming back in to support into resistance. That's a bearish retracement. So let it come all the way in and then short it. Crude, nice gap and recovery. Just back and forth between the price pinch, the 13 and the 34 and the 8 price pinch. It's going to go back and forth, pop. It's gaining momentum. Let that 8 cross 13. Maybe even let price come down and snap back. Crude looks good. Look for a pop across that 34. Yeah, the longer term pattern is the reverse head and shoulders. So that's the right shoulder. They always sling that back. Look how they just sling it back and they let it go. Do that every time, it seems like. Daily Nikkei. Looks like that gap got stopped out. Got the double top working. Looks like it stopped at the other side of the gap. Looks like it's still bearish, closing on its lows. Next line of support is 1930. Let's see if we can get there and turn around or keep going. Coal. Back and forth, that right shoulder. Look at that right shoulder. They just love that. Let's follow the bouncing ball. Came across at 34, consolidate, boom. Back and forth, boom. 2-bar pattern right there. That was your clue. Back and forth, bam. And then swung it down, and now they're going to let it run. This was the shakeout, the head fake, the right shoulder, the reverse head and shoulders. Over resistance, back under, bam. I love that. There's another one. Things are getting volatile. That's a bullish piercing pattern, not complete though. When they all open down, coming through. So this is a little different story on the right shoulder action. This may even be bearish, as this is the bearish retracement back into resistance. It did not close above 50%. Let me see what it was. Yeah, see, it opened down. It closed 50% of the previous candle. That's a bullish piercing pattern. That is not a bullish piercing pattern. It didn't have any momentum to get back 50%. So look for the TNX to be bearish. Otherwise, it might fool us all and just build from here, I guess. Shanghai Composite, nice bottom. We got the left shoulder, the AB bottom. Look at the AB. You got the bearish flag and then the V bottom. That's the start of reverse head and shoulders. So let's consolidate here, run up to the 34, come back into support as the J curve on that 8 comes across. So we'll get this up, over, and then keep on running. That's a nice little reversal happening. Not saying it's guaranteed that it's bullish, but you know, that's the A, B bottom, the start of the reverse head and shoulders. And let it consolidate over those support lines. Support always has to hold. And let it come on up. Gold retracing back into support. 1, 2, and we can get a 1-2 punch out of this. It's very key. It's opening up. This might be a lot of fun. So far, we got the V bottom. So then we got the consolidation over the 34. That's a bullish retracement. Classic. You buy into support. If anyone was watching this when that happened, you're only $7 off. No, you're $5 off. So it's not too late to jump in that. That was a nice move there. I don't think my, there we go. Let me see if it'll come down a little bit. And here's silver. Crossed over the 813 back into support. That's your best buy. No inverted hammer yet, except for over here. But I'm always looking for that inverted hammer over support. We didn't have any support over here except for a one-line item. So I'm looking for that inverted hammer over the 8, over the 13. I bet you we might be able to find it though. Let's find something, some kind of reversal. That's almost a perfect hammer. I don't know, is that body 2.5 times? Nah, I would say that's a hammer, but the body's too long, even though the wick is long enough. There's a hammer, not perfect, but right over support, 60 minutes. Looks like we're turning on silver. Turning, let's buy this into support. Buy into support, buy into support. Crossing over resistance back into support. Let's see if we can pick up that one. 60-minute on gold. Looks like we're turning above the 34. Let's see if we can get some support on this. I'm going to come down just a little bit on my gold buy. Let it come down and get me. Did I get taken? Oh, no, not yet. Copper. Copper consolidated over the 34 on the 60-minute chart. Maybe that was because it was closed. I don't know. It's pretty odd. Watch that right shoulder come down into support. You got the left shoulder, the head, and then the right shoulder is going to come down and over. I got my silver executed. Very nice. Came down and got me. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Where's my gold? Gold's coming on in. Okay, well, copper, let's do the daily. Sorry. Nice hammer on the daily. Look at that bad boy. Woo. Sweet. Maybe it consolidates a little bit more over the 8. Bounces right into the 13. Look at that hammer. Take out the hammer on the upside. Copper, come on. Let's go. Nice hammer. Knocking out that bottom. Right over support. Perfect. We were almost breaking out, and it looks like we might get a head fake in Bitcoin. Looks like it's gonna, those 2-bar tops never work almost. You know, when it comes up and everyone's excited and it hits resistance and then it head fakes you. That head fake, buy into support. We reached a high, came into support. We popped back out. We're getting a little head fake now. I don't know if it's for real or if it's going to keep going. Look at there, 16-minute. I got a double top. It's still hanging on by a tether on the 60-minute Bitcoin. Let that come over. Let it come back into support. I don't know where support is. 1824. I got previous high 1850. I got a 3-bar top there. 1870. 1880. Otherwise, it's going to stay above that 8 and just keep on going. But I do have a double top working. So let this come down, gather its legs. And there's the measured move. So we're almost there. It could just turn into like just a fancy double bottom like that. Anywho's, Bitcoin is amazing. So what a measured move. Even if it doesn't get all the way up here, that's it. That's about 68%, I bet, of the whole move. Right? 80% of the move. I would say the measured move could be completed from here on out, and I wouldn't say that it failed. Because it reached to the goal line at least. 20 yards from the goal. Gold silver ratio. Let's get this on a better scale. Looks like 75 it gained. Looks like silver is a good buy today. Wow. Oh. Gold silver ratio. Look at that nice little consolidation right there. Bam. Let's cup and handle. Whoop, whoop, bam. I keep hearing that gold and silver, or silver, is going to be remonetized. I don't know what that means yet. I guess it just means that they're going to reprice it accordingly. I don't know. Some crazy stuff going on in the markets, that's for sure. I don't know where we're going on this one, but this was the best. I mean, 83 ounces of silver. Now we're at 75. I mean, go buy some silver. Let's get this thing running. Let's break the bank. All right, well, I got a reversal showing over the 34. That's an island reversal. Very drastic bullish retracement, crossed over the 34, back into support. Looks like prices just got away from the averages, so prices are going to be sucked back in and then try again. We've got a downtrend to follow now, and all we got to do is bam, 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 and then click over. Could happen at any moment. Got to break that upside trend line. These are all just retracements. So find some support, buy into support. I got this this part over here. Hang on just one second. I got to reply to a message here. Very good. I do have a student, so I got to keep track of this guy. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, retracements back into support. Keep above support. Use these 813s as your support. Obviously, it came down pretty hard. So should be plenty of lines of support. 8 is crossed. Price is coming back in. We need to get above. Looks like we got rejected by the previous lows. Head and shoulders top there. Broke down, came into support. I think it's normal. Got a higher low. It's building. Doesn't happen overnight. Crossed over the 34, back into support. Buy into support. Buy into support. Boom, boom. Those V bottoms never work. Just remember that. The V bottom needs an opposing point to keep on going. So when that opposing point comes in, make sure support holds, buy into support, and that's the best way right there. That way, if it breaks down, you're not out too much. That way, you'll know real quick whether or not support's going to hold. So, look at that one 5-minute bar maybe. Watch for the cross above the 34, back into support on the 5-minute, back in, and then take a ride. Looks like we got rejected at the last 15 minutes of the day, really. Looks like we were building all day. Huh. Looks healthy. JDST looks like it took a ride today. Back off the bottom. Looks like we got an island bottom. Watch this shoot into resistance. See what happens when it gets into resistance if it gets rejected. I'm looking for a rejection, kind of like this rejection over here. I'm biased. Damn, Steel. This thing got wrecked. It's coming into a bottom. Look how stretched it is. You've got the AB bottom on this last little stretch. 1, 2. Let's see if we can get something out of this. Need to get across the 8. Always. That's not much of an AB bottom. It's a spinning top at the bottom, which could be a continuation. Actually, spinning tops at the bottoms are continuations. So watch for any confirmation onto the downside. It looks like that 8 has got a J curve coming, but that price has got to get above to pull it across that 13. So I got to stay bearish until it breaks previous highs, into previous lows, and then pop over that 13. Into the rest of the range, into the gap area 24. Whenever this bounce happens, though, it's going to be pretty nice. So watch for it. AG, let's just continue on here. Just coming back into support. Little healthy retracements, no problem, no problem, no problem. Take care of my crap. Watch for any kind of rejection over that 34, though. We want to hold support. It's probably going to come back into support. We do have a cross. Just make sure we hold support. Hold support, maybe a little consolidation, and then pop across. Looks like just a longer term channel somewhere. It's hard to say if that's going to hold, huh? Looks like the rest of them. I'm not sure if it's going to hold. Make sure you buy into support. If it doesn't hold, get the heck out. Could take another leg down. Support at the 8, previous lows. I got a gap support. I got previous lows for the final supports. Hopefully we can stay above the 34 and consolidate. That's what I would like to see. NAK. Looks like NAK is back into support. Nice break on that little cup and handle, it looked like. The cup, and then they brought that handle back and let it rip. Looks pretty healthy as it's consolidating over the 34 with the 8 and 13 right above it. Uraniums. Broke across the 8-13 back into support. Looking for that inverted hammer, though. I don't see it. UEC back into support as well. Crossed over, back into support. I need some kind of reversal on these, though. Patterns do fail. Patterns or support does break down. URRE is more of a consolidation, which is much nicer than those busts. So I got the higher lows. I like URRE here. You just get back above previous lows. There's a nice previous low we want to break into. So I would say 165 and above, breaking into the previous lows. Once you break into these previous lows, you can use this as a double bottom support. And this is a nice consolidation. Higher low, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, bam. Apple. Looks like a little retracement for everybody today. Crossed over the 8. Bounced off of the 13. Looks like it tried to get into the 8 and had lost its little gusto there. That's a bullish harami though. 2-bar pattern. Patterns do fail. Google. That is a higher low, closing 50% of the previous candle. What is going on? We'll see how this turns out. I'm convinced there's hyperinflation in the equities. Check this out, BCN on the altcoins. I made a mint on this. Look at that ride. I think it was upwards of 300% at one time. And this is a few days. It was back and back and back. It ran all week, all weekend. These things ride. If anyone's interested, let us know because these are really fun to trade. That's an altcoin. I don't even know what it is. Bitcoin. I have no idea what they do, but this thing moved like a monster. Look at the it's like trading penny stocks. It's awesome. Anyways, again, please follow me over at rustysmetals at Steemit, and I'm hoping to transfer everybody over there so that we can not do the subscription thing. It's too much of a headache. I'd have to hire somebody to be an admin. It's just too much. I don't want to do it. And maybe someday, but right now I'm not in a position to have some kind of a 1,000 people asking questions all day. But we will have an open forum. We will have that. Just give it time. Just follow me over there. We'll do some live videos. I'm trying to get away from YouTube, so appreciate you all. Sorry about yesterday. It was a mess. I finally just got frustrated and said, forget it. So thanks for watching, and talk to you guys later.